Muddy horse. Everything's mud, mud, mud this morning. Had another rain last night. Job this morning. It's going to be mucking out the goat stall and cleaning our walkway. But we're taking all this to a different location. So we're going to show you where that is and what we're going to do with it. Got my bottle here. We're ready to do some feeding. This here's Frances. She's just a little excited about her breakfast. Frances is now over 2 months old. So pretty soon she'll be going down to 1 bottle. She's not going to appreciate that much. She's learning how to eat. She eats her hay really good. And when they're this small, as we transition, we give them a little bit of calf feed. This is Geronimo, and he is on 1 bottle, so he's a little upset that he's not getting his bottle this morning. But as you can tell by his wide girth, he's eating just fine. Come on, buddy. This here is my new scoop. Well, it's not new. It's old. It's been used. But it's still got its wrapping paper on. I've used it, but the wrapping paper just hadn't fell off yet. And this is my new scoop that I can clean off the walkway with. So I'm real excited about that. Got this walkway looking good, and got the goat stall done. So they're all dry and happy in here. Got their got their minerals right here. So everybody's happy. Now I'm going to show you what we're going to do with all this manure. So you can see their little track up through here. This is where the chickens were. And you can see these nice green patches. Thick wheat, and it'll continue to grow through the winter. And here's the last place they were, and it just got too muddy for us to move them. So now they're in a better place, and they'll be doing a lot more moving and fertilizing. Here's what we've been doing with all the compost out of the barn, is we've been putting it on the herb garden and building it up, and we put on top of it wood chips. And I need to put some more wood chips on top of them, and I'll do that. And here is the garlic. I'll put the link to the video where we planted this. This is mid-January, and they are beautiful. And when I do the wood chips for them, I'm going to do put wood chips around these to keep the weeds down when the weeds start coming up. So let's go on up here to the garden and see what we're going to do with the rest of this compost. All right, here's our garden. It's all mowed down. Everything's out of it. We've been putting some ashes from the water stove on it. And we have moved the chickens over here. And here comes Righteous. He's bringing a wheelbarrow for me. And he's going to dump that wheelbarrow right in front of that chicken tractor. Now, let me tell you about these old chicken tractors. These are the oldest ones I have, but what was happening is I had them in the electronic netting, and I have had every chicken in the flock killed 3 times being in that netting. And one of them last year in the wintertime, it was in this garden. And when they come, they kill the whole flock. So nothing can get into these chicken tractors. These are not our permanent ones. We've got plans and designs to build new ones that they're just going to be in big chicken tractors instead of electronic netting. Electronic netting might work where you're at, but for us, it's just not. Whatever we got around here that kills chickens can get right through it and can wipe out a whole flock in 2 days. So these are our favorite chickens, and we just don't want that to happen again. So I've got my shovel here, and I'm going to go over here and I'm going to spread this out a little bit, and then Righteous and I are going to move the chicken tractors right on top of that compost. And that compost is going to fertilize the soil. And you can see, here's the worst soil up here where the chickens are. It's still red, a little bit red here. But as you get down in here, you can see it's black. The chickens work this every winter. It's their job. Not only do they lay eggs, but they work this area every winter. They will stay on this until we are ready to put the garden in. And we'll just keep moving them around, and we'll show you more of that later on after they've done a strip of it. And these cages right here are really heavy and awkward, but they're what we have right now. That's what you use. You use what you have. So the chickens are all ganging up. They know exactly what those piles are. They're trying to get to them already. So we're going to go ahead and move them. Where's your string at? This one? The what? Yeah, that'd be a good idea. That'd be best, the rake. All right. Push. All right, you can cut that off. This one's a little easier to move. Now it ended up, we got the straight run chickens, and as you can see, we've got these extra roosters. I only have 2 hens, 2 adult hens, and those other roosters would love to be in there with them, but guess what? I'm not sacrificing these good hens to get them picked on and pecked on and rode on all the time just so these roosters can get in. There's plenty for these roosters. They eat all the leftover feed and forage and everything on the outside. And now these guys got all this. Look at them. They won't in. Well, that's just too bad. Here's our little egg door. We keep these are brand new hens. And so Those are wooden eggs that are in there. But we put them in there because the hens were laying on the ground, and it just shows them where they need to be laying. Good deal. So there you have it. We got the chickens working up the compost, getting it all broke down for the garden and fertilizing as they go. They got this whole big area to do, but they will have it all taken care of by spring. We move them probably 2 and 3 times a week. That's how many times we clean out the barn. So it just depends on how bad the barn is and how much rain and stuff we get, if we can get out here. And they're just doing a wonderful job for us, and that is the biggest thing that has built up this land for the garden. And we put exactly 0 fertilizer on this garden. It has never had fertilizer. I've been putting it here, had this garden here for about 5 years now, and it has never had anything. It just gets replenished every year by the chickens. These are one of the most important homestead animals that you can have. They give in all different kind of ways, and you just got to make sure they're safe. I know them's about the ugliest chicken tractors you've ever seen, with their flat tires and hard to move, but they're going to have a more luxurious chicken tractor coming up. Real thankful that we do have these and that they're safe and doing their job.